Hello everyone and welcome back to the 2023 NADGT Zanfel premiere here at Virginia, presented by Discmania. We've got MA40 action closing out the show in this PDGA A tier. Run Productions bringing you this coverage. I am Felix.
And I am Conrad.
Conrad, we saw literally just about every type of shot there is in disc golf used during the front nine. These guys are putting on a unique show. Front nine leaderboard coming your way. Let's see what's going on. All right, close battle there has gotten a little bit tighter there and then kind of opened up again. So let's see how Jacob Driskill handles these final 9 holes. Starting off here on hole 10, James Maverick lining up a forehand on this par 4, 528 feet, trying to punch through this gap and then finish right-hand side.
He's done that. It tickled a tree, but he is out there. And I thought we already said that
Forehands were not allowed.
Did I just see
a lefty backhand from the righty? That is correct.
I was confused for a second there.
I told you we're going to see every type of shot there is in disc golf from this group. It's incredible.
This right here. Ooh, that's a nice
turnover.
And did not burn either. That is great. Getting out to the fairway. And Shawn doing just about the same.
A little
roll, but not nothing terrible here.
Looking to approach here as this green kind of turns slightly to the right into the tree line there. This one left a little bit early and left for Shawn. He's going to have some scrambling to do to try to get up and down for the par. James in pretty good position here to attack the pin. Pushing that right side, gets through the initial gap there and clipped down a little early.
Yeah, the basket's just a little bit right from the camera view of where he landed. So he'll have a look at the putt here. This is going more towards the basket, but it gets caught up early.
Yeah, there's a lot of trees to miss on the second half.
Yeah, you really have to get a very particular line like this just to get in there, and you're still really not going to get to the basket unless you get some really good ground play. Was that the pig again?
That is the pig. It's rolled.
Man, so now he's behind the basket. He's taking a completely different route than everyone else. See what he can do with it when it comes down to putt. Now Chris here just probably trying to give it a good bid, but it's hard to really attack.
Yeah, there's just too much in the way there.
Yeah, too many trees there.
Again,
now Maverick actually has a look.
Yeah.
But he's just laying that up.
Yeah, wants no part of it. Little scuba approach there, puts it inside the bullseye. Stress-free par. You'll take that all day on this course. A little chip-up layup there. And Chris Baines with about a 28-footer knocks it home for the par.
All right.
Good start there to the back nine. Can't really let Jacob get too much further out, so any strokes you can maintain and save here.
Shawn hitting chains but not holding on the left side, and Maverick there tapping out for par as well.
Bogey there for Shawn. Unfortunately, he's had a bit of a rough round there. Jacob with the par as well, keeping the scores as is as we move on towards hole 11.
And Shawn came in second place, but this course is just not giving him any love whatsoever.
Yeah.
Scrapping to find those pars when he can. Here we are, hole 11 is par 3, 507. That can't be right.
There's a couple of longer par 3s out here. The other one was 500 feet, which did play as a par 3. This one's 507. It's just a hole that you're going to play for par. Like, you're not...
Yeah.
You're not going to quite get there. The trick is to avoid that tree on the right-hand side. You want something that's just going to slightly turn. Playing it out into the open on the left-hand side is fine.
That looks like he's past it, and it's
just
not
clips
quite.
The last bit of it.
But it made progress down there. And
just a roller? It is a roller.
That's not a pig, though.
No. Right-hand side.
Oh,
Fights
gets
his way
okay.
through.
Okay.
And this grass is thick.
Yeah.
That's impressive to get something to roll through there.
Oh, no, he says as it goes over to the right.
Yeah. Pretty thick over there. So probably just going to punch out and try to get the 4. This looks pretty good here from James. He needs a little skip.
Yeah. Well,
Nestles.
He'll have a tricky putt there between the branches of the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Now that is a great approach.
Oh, that's fantastic. In the bullseye. Nicely done there for Shawn. Chris playing the subtle turnover. A little bit of a tailwind, though. Did not let that disc fully turn over. Kind of fought back out. Added some stability to it. And he's going to be on the left-hand side. High pitch out here.
Oh, wow. Oh, I think he got stuck in the tree. I didn't see it come down.
It is... It looks like it is stuck up there. Chris... A little closer than I thought. He's got a look possibly here.
Oh, yeah.
He sure did. And there it is. It definitely gets stuck in the tree.
Oh my God, it's perfect.
A little help from the almost lands right in front of his mini.
Just a little tricky putt over the branch here.
I kind of love putts like this where it forces you to take that line.
There you go.
That happens so often. You're forced into a line through a gap in the trees, and it takes everything else out of play, but you just have to focus on that line, and you hit it, and you make the putt.
Let's see if it worked for Maverick. Oh, it doesn't hit the left side of the cage.
We'll have a couple of tap-ins here to clean up on hole 11. Still a 5-stroke advantage here.
Shawn fouled that par on the back. See if we can't keep that moving for him.
The two of us are not so different. We know that success is when opportunity meets preparation. So we prepare with equipment selection, form, timing, release, and perfecting our execution. Because at the end of the day, it's all about that feeling. The course may look different, but the feeling is the same.
Big shout out to Storm Bowling. I actually have a Storm Bowling ball myself at home. I think it's the Storm High Road.
I don't remember what ball I have.
Well, if it's not a Storm,
one of them might be Storm.
Nice shot here off the rip for Shawn Gower as we move on to hole 12. This par 4, 452 feet. So much trickery involved here. Step 1, hit this gap here. This green, or I'm sorry, this fairway kind of drops down, pops back up, goes right to left, left to right, moves all over the place.
There's a fast turn that you have to get.
Whoa! Blasted down well past the initial landing zone.
That's 2/3 of the way down there. That's
big time shot there for Jacob Driskill.
Oh, and that's going a little too straight.
Yeah, that right side there, if you don't make the turn, can definitely trip you up.
And the problem with but the issue with that turn is that it's 200 feet off the tee.
Yeah.
So it's not really where your disc wants to turn in its normal flight. So you're having to push something through there. And
Baines is having a tough go of it here. Already throwing 4 on this hole. And continues to punch his way up there. We saw Driskill well up there on the fairway. And this is going to be a big stroke swing.
It is.
Between these two. Have been playing tight to each other all day. Beautiful shot there from Maverick, navigating the fairway nicely.
Going to put him just outside the circle looking at the basket.
I'm wondering, watching Driskill kind of tee off ahead of him, if that kind of got in Chris's head there a little bit.
Shawn with another pig roll there. Not quite all the way to where he has a good look at the basket, but he's down there.
Look at how far up Jacob got. This is incredible.
And
okay, that's fine.
He wanted a little bit more, but that's fine. He'll still have a decent putt at it. It does go downhill behind the basket again, but not something that you can't manage.
Good shot there for Chris, and we're going to see another turbo here out of Shawn. Lining it up, looking to finish to the right-hand side. Got the right spin for it.
Oh.
Clips the tree, though. He's trying to get tight to it. I see what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
He may not be having the best round, but man, he's been fun to watch with all the different shot types he's breaking out for us. James punching that over to the left-hand side. It's fine right there. I'll have an easy par or putt left.
We have another putt coming here from Shawn.
Yes.
In the basket. That's what we're talking about.
Good putt there for the par for Shawn Gower. Imagine having him as your doubles partner. Just he gets to break out all the shots. You're like, whatever situation you're in, he's got you covered. Fortunate double bogey there for Christopher, and the par after that ridiculous drive for Driskill, and that's going to open up a 7-stroke advantage now as we're running out of holes already, finishing up hole 12.
Yeah, he's getting back to the lead that he had when he started this thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely opening up a lead here. All right, hole 13, a shorty, 321. Par 3, but doesn't mean it's not difficult. You can see here these guys are going to try to turn something left to right off the tee.
Yeah, and I think the forehand is not the ideal shape that you want because you're trying to get out of that hole and still be penetrating forward. So the turnover is the right shot, but it just is so touchy.
Yeah, you have to penetrate the gap and then kind of float out into this field with minimal finish. It's a very difficult shot to execute here.
Yes.
That one gets tripped up early on the left-hand side. A pretty common result. I'm seeing a pig roller in the future. And he gets out into the field.
It's going, but it's going the wrong direction. It's out to the left where the basket's out to the right, but at least he's out. So he'll have a clean look at approaching. Ooh.
Oh, man. And Chris clipping that tree, getting punched to the right-hand side. Wheels kind of falling off the wagon here a little bit on these last couple of holes. A good recovery scramble here pushes him out towards the opening. Shawn playing that spike steep hyzer there, puts him on the right-hand side.
He's still fighting to get outside. He's finally outside to have a look at the basket. The wind should work with him out of the
Speaking
hand,
of the
just
wind,
right into the ground.
Yeah, low release, and that just got dropped right away.
Yeah, I'm trying to control that. Jacob there with a textbook up and down.
Yeah, he is showing why he came in with this lead as he's playing solid here on the back nine and really just trying to cruise this one on in for the win here. Maverick run it in. Oh, he thought he had it. I did too. I was with you, man. That looked good.
I think he hit basket and chains.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
This basketball putt in. I want to call it the coin flip putt. It's a coin flip / basketball /
I like the basketball. The coin flip means like you don't know if it's gonna go in or not.
That's
the basketball, you trying to get it in. You know?
Yeah.
Nothing but net or chains. Or sometimes if you're in the hood, the chains are nets.
The chains are nets, yes. Yeah. Played on plenty of chain nets. A triple bogey there, unfortunately, for Baines. And
the par for Jacob, that right there really is separating.
Yeah, as you see, all of a sudden we've got a swap. James Maverick now moving up ahead of Shawn and Christopher. Lefty again. Ooh. This time clips early here on this par 3, 281 feet. Very tight gap here all the way down. Basket finishes slightly to the right-hand side. This is a beautiful little putter shot here from Shawn Gower and gets down to just about the green. As you can see the basket there on the left-hand side. We'll have about maybe 40 feet left.
Yep. Ooh.
This might get lucky.
It already did.
Very
he
much
got so much further down than he needed to. See what Christopher's got lined up here. Ooh.
Yanking that one to the right-hand side. Clips the
trees.
trees.
Did not get the same love.
Yeah.
It's hard to let the. I mean, this is one of those shots you saying in your mind you got to let the disc do the work, but it's just so hard to really do that. You're dealing with such a tight gap.
Think you're gonna like that?
Ooh, that tree saved him from going about 30 feet deep.
Chris in here looking for a gap somewhere and not really finding it.
Punches
Getting
a
caught up
little
on
bit
some
forward.
vines.
Yeah, he got some forward progress, not a ton here. That one a jump putt approach there, just trying to get his way to the green. Oh my, the birdie.
Let's get the bird going.
Shawn Gower knocking it home. Nicely done.
That's what we want to see.
Yeah, providing us with all kinds of entertainment this round. Loving it. Maverick with a long look of his own here. And
he
knocks
walked
it
that
on
one down.
in. Back-to-back big putts here by the crew. Very nicely done. This card coming alive here on this backstretch.
Neil Jacob is maintaining his lead. The division that he has now, that's really all he has to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Just play it smart here. Keep it in the middle. Take your pars. Limit your bogeys, and you're home free at this point. Barring disaster.
Dun, 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 dun.
Your friendly reminder to like and subscribe if you're checking out the coverage, and digging in a big shout out to our friends at Dryv Bagz. Head on over to drivbags.com. Check out our custom Ace Rum Pro Stamp Dryv Bagz. Simply some of the best chalk bags in the game. Grab one, you'll see what we're talking about. You won't regret it. Thank you, Dryv Bagz. Checking out hole 15 here, par 3, 354. Tight gaps left and right. These guys are playing some precision hyzers, trying to get themselves a look for the birdie here.
Shawn is threw the first one off the tee there, and he is well inside circle one, looking at a good putt there.
Skip over that log. A little low. That's fine, though. Should be able to fight on up for the par at worst.
Christopher here taking
Ooh, slicing through the inside gap.
yeah, and finding his way up there. He's just outside of the circle. Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
fine.
Yep.
He's got
Wide
a
open.
putt.
No obstructions.
I don't know why seeing all these like down laws and shadows, I'm like, where are the snakes? I know there's snakes somewhere around here. There has to be. This is their habitat.
For where's their habitat?
That's true.
Although I've ran across some more in open fields than I have in the woods.
That's true. Another
birdie. All right.
Let's go, Shawn. Making some putts down the stretch here.
Yeah.
Showing us all the shots.
He done worked off the camera nerves now.
Maverick lining this up for the par, and he puts
Yes.
it on home. Maintaining the one-stroke advantage here over Gower and 2 over Baines, as Baines collects the par.
And Jacob maintaining the steady
Just-
pace with
yeah.
another par there.
It's almost like baseball here. You're just counting out. You're like, all right, 3 more innings, 9 more outs to go. He's just collecting strokes and finishing out these holes, trying to bring it on home.
He didn't like it, but he got a nice little friendly kick.
Yeah.
Hole 16 of par 4, coming in at 505 feet. Don't have to tell you it's through the woods here.
Yeah, tricky hole. You want to kind of punch this hyzer through, and then this hole kind of drops down to the left, and then continues to slightly slope back up at the end. But step one is just hit this gap.
There. Yeah. Well, I got a bad kick to the right, but it's down
It
there.
should be fine, yeah. If you beat that initial gap there at the end of this hallway, you're in pretty good shape.
Oh.
That's,
wow.
If you heard the sound, that dead tree is so weird because it's dead, it's standing up, and it's hollow all the way through. It's the weirdest thing.
Oh, yeah.
Shawn finding the stroke down the stretch
he
here.
is.
Love to see it. He's finding gaps. He's making putts.
Another little kiss there. It's not too bad, though.
Yeah, there's some gaps over there on that right-hand side. You can still kind of scramble your way to a possible par. Maverick also wide right off of a little bit of a tree kiss, but again, should be able to manage that well enough to get up and down for the par.
Jacob says he wants to do more than maintain on this hole. He's looking for that bird.
Is.
I said bird, not the birch. The birch is what he has in his hand now.
Berg on the way.
In there. Just doing his thing.
I don't know where Gower is.
Nice approach.
A little bit of a
Easy tap
scary
in
one. A little that right to left, man. You can clip a log or something and all of a sudden roll away. Things could happen. Oh, good bid. Fearless right now.
Now, see, this is the Shawn I think showed up for the first 2 rounds. Why he was in second place.
Yeah. Hitting lines, running everything. Getting creative when he needs to. He's going to tap out
Tapping
the par
another
here.
par. Jacob with a par.
Pars all around. With 2 holes to go. Little bit of a battle.
Is he going to be able to maintain?
I think he's fine. I think we're looking at a battle for second right here.
Oh, yeah. That's a tight battle, too.
Yeah. The battle within the battle. Piggy roller time.
Ooh.
A little early left,
Yeah.
but that's fine. This is a wide open fairway here. You're just getting out into the open. 320-foot par 3.
He was trying to do a roller because this hole goes over to the right so much.
Yeah, that basket is not the basket that we are playing to. We're going over to the right-hand side. The forehand plays nicely. This is low, though, and that's going to get gobbled up by that grass.
Yep. See, we have a backhand coming. And that did not flip up. The trees just knocked it down as well.
So everybody out in the open, they're playing to the basket around that tree on the left-hand side.
That'll be a long putt, but he clear and open. Maverick going a little bit higher. And over the basket. But a 30-foot putt coming back to it there.
It's too tight.
Yeah, too tight.
Yeah, clips the tree there. Gets a little bit of a roll out there. Might give them a look that he's looking for.
And Jacob just needs to put it close. If not in, okay.
Ooh, that was tracking for a second there. Long
Shawn
bit
with the
here.
long. Just over the top there.
I like the commitment, though. You can't get it in if you leave it short.
That's what my golf coach said.
It translates. Maverick here with a long bit of himself.
Oh, and off the
Man.
basket.
They're all over it. There it is. Kobe. Dropping it in for the bogey there. Good par putt. Nice save for Driskill.
And you saw that what Driskill did, moving all them chains so the competitor behind him have a
So salty.
so salty.
And a couple of drop-ins here to close out hole 17 as we move on. We've got one hole left to crown a champion here at the NADGT Zanfel Premier event in Virginia.
Who's going to stamp their way? It's a huge step.
We make our socks with 100% Rambouillet merino wool sourced right here from the Rocky Mountains. Today's wool is incredibly comfortable, 100% itch-free, it's breathable, it wicks moisture better than any synthetic fiber. That allows a wool sock to regulate your body temperature in both hot and cold environments, allowing your feet to stay dry and comfortable year-round. As someone who spends a lot of time on the trail, I can honestly say these are the best socks I've ever owned in my entire life. I invite you to give them a try. You won't regret it.
All right, we got a long par 5 here. Coming out of the gap into the fairway. Fairway's most of the hole, and then you're going to go back into a gap into the wooded section again. Step 1 is just to get out.
Get as much as you can
off
this tee shot here.
I don't know if it's the camera angle, but you can't tell, but it's like you have to throw up just slightly.
Very slightly, yeah. It's pretty much a wide open field. The only real danger is on the right-hand side. There's the woods.
Yeah.
You can't really fade off to the left unless you throw something way too high. This is fine. It's pushing that right side because the eyes are right on back, and that's
right in the
way up the fairway.
Yep.
Second shot, again, just you're dealing with all this wide open fairway, trying to give yourself a window into
nice
the gap.
on that.
Coming right at you.
Thank you. Only I could do it off the tee. That'd be nice.
Beautiful.
And I don't recall there being any OB you really think of. You just
it's just natural.
Want to be, it's just you still want to be in position to attack after your second shot because you still have the wooded tunnel that you have to go down to get to the basket.
Yeah, Shawn's gonna have some interesting shot shaping to do as he's pushed into the woods on the right hand side. It's just fine there for Driskill.
Mm-hmm.
He can trip and fall multiple times on this hole and he'll be fine.
Hey man, this is the MA40. We don't heal as quickly. You can't take a DNF. We don't.
Shawn, somewhere in there, I promise, hits the tree coming out and has only progressed about 3 to 4 feet. So he's lining up that piggy roller one more time.
There it is.
Filters his way back out into the fairway there.
So from where he's at, he'll have 2 different ways that he can potentially approach the green. The main gap, and then there's a way you can kind of get there on the left-hand side.
James fades out a little bit to the left-hand side. The bigger of the 2 gaps is on the right-hand side there.
Yeah. That looks good.
Pierced nicely through that right-hand side there by Chris. And there you see the flag for the basket that these guys are playing to close out this event. Sneaky right-hand side gets a little kick at the end. That might have filtered through had it missed that. I don't think this has the turn he's looking for, and it's going to get clipped up early on the left-hand side.
Oh, that was a nice shot.
Very nice. Whoa, no way. That was in the air forever.
Wait, is this the first time I've seen him throw a roller?
It's the first time I've seen it, so probably the first time you've seen it too.
And he was down the trail, so he had kind of a way, but the disc was just going to inevitably stall out to the left a little bit.
Yeah.
But he made it down there to the circle. You have a putt.
Chris with a stepper.
And again, all these players are like within 1 stroke of each other for second place. So these strokes do count.
Absolutely. James here with a long bid. Goes with a jumper. Oh my goodness. Drops it in. Run back time.
Out of his hand on Annie, hitting the right side of the chains, and it had no choice but to fall into the basket.
Wow. Nicely done.
That's how you want to finish a round.
Yeah. Big thanks to Flight Factory. They sponsored our runbacks all year for some of our bigger events.
Oh.
Nicely done there. That was the longest one I think he's made all day.
Yeah.
Finishing it off in style. Christopher Baines dropping it in for the par. Putting him at 19 over. And dropping in for the par. And your win, Mr. Jacob Driskill. There it is. You see Jacob Driskill is your winner. The MA40 moving on to the finals in Austin. Jay's Maverick with a strong showing coming in second. Christopher Baines, Shawn Gower, and Daniel bringing it up here for the top 5. Big thank you again to everyone that made this event possible. Thank you to the NADGT. Thank you to Storm Bowling. Of course, check us out at Ace Run Pro across all of our social media platforms. We've got so much more action coming your way in this off season. Just because the regular season's over doesn't mean the regular season's over. And a big shout out to our Ace Runners again. Check us out at patreon.com/AceRunPro. Become an Ace Runner for as little as $3 a month to get exclusive access to giveaways, early access to content, exclusive content, podcasts, and so much more. Thank you again, NADGT. We'll see you out there on the middle of the fairway.